cancel culture has become a prevalent issue in today's society, and it can be a frustrating issue for many individuals who feel that their opinions and beliefs are being silenced. One of the most prominent aspects of cancel culture is trans-activism, which has sparked heated debates and discussions on gender identity and expression. Now, it's easy to dismiss the idea of different gender identities as crazy and absurd, but it's important to understand that these identities stem from a genuine need for change and acceptance. Gender is a complex and fluid concept, and not everyone fits into the traditional binary of male and female. Some individuals may identify as non-binary, gender fluid, or even as a different gender altogether. While these genders may seem strange and unusual, they are real and valid for those who identify as such. For individuals who struggle with gender identity, the lack of understanding and acceptance can be incredibly frustrating and saddening. Many individuals have experienced being misgendered, bullied, or even physically threatened because of their gender expression. The pressure to conform to societal norms and expectations can be overwhelming, and it can be difficult for individuals to be themselves and express themselves in a way that feels authentic. At its core, what individuals who do identify with unusual gender identities want is the freedom to be themselves and express themselves without fear of judgment and misunderstanding. Society should be working towards fostering positive relationships between individuals, regardless of their beliefs and prejudices. We should encourage open debate and discussion and allow individuals to express themselves in a way that is not harmful to others. The goal should be to provide and promote freedom of expression for all, rather than to isolate and exclude individuals or groups from society. The frustration and the sadness that many individuals feel as a result of being misunderstood, especially when it comes to gender identity, is a difficult subject to breach. But as someone who has personally struggled with being accepted for who they are, I understand the pain and frustration that many people experience in their daily lives, more so than many others. Growing up as someone who was visibly feminine but considered themselves a conventional male, I faced numerous challenges and obstacles in my life. Despite my efforts to convince others that I was indeed a male, it took some people years to understand my true identity. The lack of respect I received from both adults and children was incredibly disheartening and had a long-term impact on my self-esteem and confidence. I also experienced instances of accidental and unintentional mental abuse from female groups who initially thought that I was a girl and then made me out to be the weirdo for trying to clarify the misunderstanding. This type of treatment only intensified when these people eventually realized the truth, resulting in me becoming the target of jokes and daily questioning of my life choices. The experience is not unique to me, as many individuals who do not fit into society's traditional gender norms face similar struggles in their daily lives. They often face comments and statements from others insisting that they need to change in order to be accepted and make others feel comfortable. This type of pressure can be extremely and incredibly damaging to one's self-esteem and can result in individuals feeling isolated and excluded from society. This in itself causes people to relate with odd concepts and perhaps choose gender assignments for themselves that may not fit with norms, even more so just because of the feelings of ostracization and exclusion. But it's important to understand that all of these individuals simply want to be allowed to express themselves without fear of judgment and misunderstanding. As I said before, This is why it's so crucial for society to work towards fostering positive relationships between individuals, regardless of their existing prejudices. By encouraging open and respectful discussions, we can create a more inclusive and accepting society for all individuals, no matter their gender identity. Society needs to move away from the idea of isolating or exiling individuals and groups who may have differing beliefs or views. Instead, we should focus on creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable expressing themselves without fear of judgment or misunderstanding. The importance of open debate should not be overlooked. People should be allowed to express their views and opinions in a clean and professional manner, without the fear of being cancelled or ostracized from society. The type of dialogue that we use can lead to better understanding of a different perspective, and can help foster growth and change. However, it's also important to understand that expressions of views and opinions should never be harmful or threatening to others. And that means that people should be able to express themselves freely without causing harm to others. Our priority going forwards as a society should be in creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable in having an open, respectful dialogue. By doing so, we can create a more inclusive and understanding society, perhaps a more woke society, truly, and not one of these hypocritical woke societies. It's not uncommon for people to hold different opinions of what is considered the correct way to identify and express one's gender. While some may believe in binary gender norms based on biological sex, others may advocate for more fluid and inclusive approaches to gender. But regardless of one's beliefs, it's crucial to approach these conversations with an open mind and a willingness to listen and understand others' perspectives. Open debate and discussion should never be considered wrong or result in cancellation. It takes courage to express opinions that go against the norm, and people who do so should be celebrated for their contributions. Instead of silencing opposing opinions, it's important to encourage positive, respectful dialogue. This not only allows for a deeper understanding of different perspectives, but it also fosters a sense of unity and community among individuals, regardless of their existing prejudices. In conclusion, freedom of expression is essential for a healthy society. While it may be tempting to cancel or isolate those with opposing opinions, it's important to embrace open debate and engage in respectful, professional conversations. By doing so, we can encourage positive relationships, foster understanding, and promote a more inclusive and accepting society for all. But we must acknowledge and embrace the fact that gender and identity are complex and multifaceted. Society must move away from promoting restrictive binary norms and embrace the individuality and self-expression of all individuals. By fostering open, respectful, positive conversations about gender and identity, we can create a society that is more inclusive and understanding. This does not mean that we must all agree on everything, but it does mean that we should give each other the space to express our opinions in a constructive and non-harmful way. Let's work towards a society that truly embraces freedom of expression and allows all individuals to be their authentic selves. So that's it for today's video. I just wanted to express myself on this subject, give a little backstory about why I kind of have a passion about this subject, and I wanted to make the point that we're all in this together, and that striving to create a better society that's accepting and inclusive is never a bad thing. It's just how you go about doing so. You should never be trying to get rid of those you disagree with to create a perfect utopian society. That's never going to be how it works. Not in a truly functional community, anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.